ADHD affects 10% of South African children, but changing your child's diet might help you remedy some of the symptoms. Joining me in studio is nutritional consultant Vanessa Asensio. She's going to tell you just how you can do that. Hello.
Hi.
It's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. Thank you for having me.
Well, we're talking about ADHD today, and we're saying, well, there's actually a study that came out of the Netherlands that said that changing your child's diet could actually help a lot with their focus and some of the hyperactivity symptoms they have. What's your stance on that?
Absolutely. Nutrition plays a huge role in all our moods and, our ability to focus. I think ADHD and ADD are sometimes over-labeled. So just about every child now is considered to have, this condition. But if we look at what our kids are eating, it's, there's a direct correlation. If you look at what ADHD is, it's what they call a childhood behavioral disorder that's characterized by things like hyperactivity, inattention, anxiety, irritability, fidgeting, that kind of thing. A lot of those things have to do with your central nervous system. So there's two things related to ADHD that's really interesting. They say that it's related to a neurotransmitter and a neuroendocrine imbalance. Mm-hmm. Both those imbalances are rooted in nutritional deficiencies. Wow. So there's a serotonin deficiency, there's an insulin instability, so all those things play a role. So that's where you get the link between what you eat and then your mood and how your central nervous system works. The study in the Netherlands actually stated that food intolerances are related to hyperactivity. In that, if you're not absorbing your nutrients, you're going to be nutritionally deficient in key nutrients, and your whole body is going to be less optimized, overall.
Now, talk me through some of those deficiencies.
Yes.
Why do our children have these deficiencies?
Okay, because I think we're not getting enough from our diet, so our soil no longer has the minerals it used to. A child leaves the house and they've had a high sugar breakfast that's just basically rocket fuel. Then they have high sugar snacks, high sugar lunches. Sometimes there's no one at home to even cook a proper lunch, so they maybe have white bread with something on it. So throughout the day, you've got this huge amount of sugar in the bloodstream that's going to start affecting, your mood.
That would affect anyone's mood,
absolutely,
not just the children.
Absolutely. A lot of adults who suffer from anxiety, depression, all those kind of things, they start affecting your neurotransmitters in the brain. And to keep insulin stable is really key for weight loss, for mood, for depression, for just overall health. So in little kids, we need to do that as well. So when they leave the house, don't give them a high sugar breakfast. A lack of omega-3. So we're not eating enough seeds, nuts, fatty fish, sardines, salmon. So it's important for kids to supplement with omega-3 supplementation. And there's a direct correlation between omega-3. There's literally thousands of studies showing the importance of omega-3 and your mood. It's very calming. Things like zinc. So a lot of kids who are finicky eaters or who are on ADHD medication like Ritalin, they'll be deficient in zinc. And zinc is really important so that you don't stunt growth and for brain development and etc. Magnesium is a big one. This one is actually been researched extensively. So magnesium is a mineral that's so important for over 300 biochemical processes in the body, but it's a calming mineral. So some very progressive parents actually put their child in a Epsom salt bath in the evenings just to calm them down. It's very good if you're very stressed as well. So magnesium is a really important mineral to give to a child with ADHD. They say 75% of the world's population is deficient in magnesium and 95% of ADHD kids. So there's a vast improvement. There's studies that show if you give your child magnesium, there's a decrease in hyperactivity, inattention.
I was actually reading about that earlier. 75% of the world's population deficient in magnesium. Why is that? What do we need to do to get our proper amount of magnesium?
So, it's all about absorption. A lot of us have poor gut health. So we've used antibiotics, we eat incorrectly, we're very stressed. We have a lot of sugar, we have a lot of caffeine, we're very stressed. Stress depletes all minerals in the body, so we will be deficient in a lot of minerals. Magnesium is really important because it's, you get it from certain foods that need to be rich in magnesium from the soil. So we're generally eating a lot less vegetables. Our soil is so depleted, as I mentioned. We're very stressed. We just need extra nutrients these days to be able to cope. The same with B vitamins. B vitamins are so important for energy production, for your central nervous system. We're very deficient in B vitamins as well because we're so stressed. You know, everyone goes for B12 injections, you know, just to cope with stress.
Yeah.
So it's a whole lot of lifestyle factors, from, you know, what you eat, how much you sleep, your key nutritional deficiencies. So I've always first checked an individual child, not to say, okay, this child is ADHD, to really focus and analyze what is going on, how are they eating, what's going on at home, test for nutritional deficiencies. Those key ones I mentioned, your iron, your magnesium, your omega-3, your B vitamins, and really zone in on that individual child. Don't just put medication. You know, not every child needs medication.
Yeah.
Some do, but not everybody.